Adding a retail or store-owned piece of inventory can be done in two ways. If you go to the product section and click New Item, then the new retail item screen will appear. The second option is to go to Accounts, then to Suppliers, and if you have already added in your supplier accounts, then you can add retail items similar to how you would add a consigned item. This comes in handy if you're receiving your retail items from a group of suppliers and would like to review or add inventory by supplier. So start out by giving the product a name and a short description. You also can attach a category and a brand to an item. If you have not already gone to the product section under Preferences to add in categories or brands, which brands are available under the Fields tab, then you can create new options on the fly by clicking the plus button and adding in a new parent category or brand. By clicking Save, you will save the option and it will be available for future use. To add a supplier, you will need to create a supplier account under Suppliers. Then, you can add the item's product or style ID. Below Supplier will be any custom drop-down menus that you've already created. You can add up to 2 custom drop-downs to better organize your inventory, and this can be done in the Fields tab under the Product Preferences. You can turn off or change the sales tax rate, add product notes, and add photos to the item. When adding in a retail item, you have the option of adding in a standard product or a product with variants. A variant product would be something like a green jacket that has a quantity of 15, but you have 5 small, 5 medium, and 5 large. A standard product cannot be saved and edited to be a product with variants. Products have to be one or the other. If you're adding in a standard item, then you will just add in the item's price, quantity, low stock threshold if need be, and cost. The SKU field will be grayed out till the product is saved. Once the product is saved, Ricochet will assign a SKU to the item. Also, all retail item SKUs will start with 000. If you're adding in retail items that already have their own barcodes, you can scan or type the UPC into the UPC field. This will allow you to use the item's barcode rather than the one created by the system. The status field will show in stock unless the retail item is saved with a 0 quantity. Once the item is saved, then the status can be manually changed to statuses like DOA, return to distributor, things like that. The department field will allow you to add a department to an item, and departments can be created on the fly or in the Fields tab in Product Preferences. And these are normally used to organize items by store location, season, or holiday. The Track Inventory toggle allows you to track that item's quantity. By toggling the Track toggle button off, then the item will always remain in stock. If you click the Product with Variants Radio button, then the variant screen will appear. Start out by choosing an attribute tree in the Attribute dropdown. Attributes will also be created in the Attributes tab in Product Preferences. Once you have chosen your attribute list, you will choose the attribute values, and the variant options will start to appear below. You can add another attribute list by clicking the plus button or delete it by clicking the red X. Each variation will show price, SKU, UPC, and status by default. By clicking the black arrow, you will expand each listing to be able to change the in-stock date, add a cost, set a low stock threshold for each variant, and a weight and department. Keep in mind the weight field is only necessary when adding items to the Ricochet online store. At the bottom of the screen, you can choose to have the item listed in store or show online, and we will review adding items to your Ricochet web store in future tutorials. At this point, you can click Save to save the item, and now you can click Add New to add another item into inventory, click Print Label to print the item or the item's barcode, or click Back to Products to go back to the product screen.